India's SME caravan traveled to Azadpur in New Delhi to explore an organization that's working to empower the underprivileged. Satin Creditcare, a microfinance company, was set up by H.P. Singh over 2 decades ago to cater to the financial needs of the urban and rural poor.
We started in 1990 and we started with lending generator sets, those small generator sets to small traders, tiny businesses. And the installments were taken on these from these businesses on a daily collection mechanism. So it was easier for them to actually repay, because they had to pay out of their daily cash sales. So that's how Satin came into being, and that's how we started.
Satin Creditcare began by providing small business credits for essential commodities to communities that are largely overlooked by organized financial institutions. With its 2 verticals of individual and group lending, today Satin Creditcare is transforming the lives of people like Chandra Prakash, the owner of an auto repair shop.
अगर आपको कोई पेमेंट की दिक्कत हो या दुकान में कोई सामान डालना हो तो वहाँ से आप पेमेंट लेके काम कर सकते हैं। उससे काम करा अच्छा चला काम। यहाँ इनका आदमी आता है हमारे पेमेंट ले जाते बैठे बैठे। पहले हमारी छोटी शॉप के ऊपर, अब हमारी नीचे बड़ी शॉप ले ली हमने। काम चला रहे हम लोग फर्स्ट क्लास, कोई ऐसी बात नहीं।
Satin Creditcare's policy of giving privilege to women borrowers in the joint liability groups is paving the way for women empowerment in low-income households. Today, Satin runs several regional centers across North India where regular meetings ensure education and participation of women.
A lot of women, when we go for our center meetings and this thing, they have that enthusiasm in them. Then, when they get their credit basically and they start something on their own, they feel that as if they've been recognized for entrepreneurship and for running the household along with their male counterparts.
Satin Creditcare has been a lifesaver for Shabnam, a skilled tailor from Loni in Uttar Pradesh with a family of 5. Taking a joint loan of 10,000 rupees in 2008, Shabnam was able to start a small tailoring unit and began supplying trousers to local contractors. Today, she is able to support her children's education and makes a significant contribution to the household income.
लोन लेने से पहले हम कुछ करते नहीं थे, अब मशीनें लेके सिलाई करते हैं। पहले ऐसी दिक्कत होती थी, आदमी कमा के ला रहा केवल तो कुछ घर का खर्चा चल रहा, बच नहीं पाता था पैसा, ना कारोबार में लगा सकते थे। लेकिन अब हम दोनों घर में माँ बेटी करते हैं और ये लाते हैं तो कोई दिक्कत परेशानी नहीं होती। इसीलिए हमने पैसा लिया कि ये भी निकल जाता है और कारोबार भी बढ़ चुका है।
We are presently there in about 6 states. We are there in mostly in Uttar Pradesh. We are there in Rajasthan. We are there in Madhya Pradesh. We are there in Bihar also, and some parts of Uttarakhand also. So now we've reached a clientele base where now we have about 350,000, which is 3.5 lakh women borrowers now on our portfolio.
Did you ever see tough days? What has been your biggest challenge?
I think it never came to our mind that this will not work. Basically, it would work, but the biggest constraint always was funding. For us to raise funds was a constant endeavor, and it was a constant challenge for us.
What are your future growth plans for Satin Creditcare?
In terms of numbers, we are now close to about 400 crores outstanding. And going forward in the future, we see a growth rate of about 30-40% for the organization as such. And we want to still go into more underserved areas in these in the northern states as such. And the reach is still not, very penetrated as such. And that's what our future goal is, that, we would like to go and reach more underserved area, reach out to more people basically.
What would you say is the most satisfying aspect of being in the microfinance space?
The satisfaction is to see the organization grow. The satisfaction is to see our reach grow. The satisfaction is to see the smile on the faces where, the credit moves out, where possibly they wouldn't have seen, official credit coming into them. They would have always borrowed from money lenders. It's such a tough job for them to actually repay. So that gives a whole lot of satisfaction to us.
With a modest initial capital of 50,000 rupees, Satin has earned the distinction of being a reliable and trusted name in microfinance in North India. Through its simplified loan products and committed field workforce, the organization gives hope for a better future to more and more underprivileged households. So that was Satin Creditcare, offering financial solutions to the underprivileged. Let's find out what this organization can do to improve its business and growth from our SME doctor. Rahul Chandra, Managing Director at Helion Advisors, will be mentoring all the companies that we are featuring on the show today.
Satin Creditcare, despite the challenges in the microfinance sector, you've done quite well. My advice to you would be to diversify. Diversify beyond products that go to women. And given that you have very strong credit processes, you should go back to your roots and focus on lending products for SMEs. My second piece of advice would be that since you have a low loan portfolio, in order to improve your ROIs, you should reduce your cost and increase your portfolio base.